Hi and welcome back. Today we're going to make one of these Elizabethan Ruff collars. To start with, we will turn on the avatar measurements and get a neck size. I made the neck height about 3 inches and the width about a 1/4 inch larger than the neck. This next part is tricky. We want to create a ripple pattern equally across the collar. This will be where the ruff is sewn. Create an internal line with a slight angle toward the bottom, then create a reciprocal internal line on the other side that is the same. Create an internal line on top and give it a curve. I had to smooth the curve out with the anchors and these handles. Now select all of these and with the Edit Pattern tool, right click and join overlapping points. We're going to do this a few times. This is really important. Now I can grab the pattern selection tool and make a copy of this minus the reciprocal angle, and I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. Our goal here is to make this repeatable. Once you have it positioned, copy and paste it to the right. Select the previous set and then paste them accordingly and repeat this process until you fill the entire collar. Now go back and select all of them minus the collar. And this part is important. Right click and join overlapping points again. This makes it so we can use the MN free sewing tool to connect them, otherwise you're never going to get this thing sewn. Grab the Edit Pattern tool and click on the first internal line. Then hold down Shift and double click, and this will give you the measurements for all of them. And mine's 187.403. So with that in mind, I'm going to make a new rectangle. That's that exact width. And mine's going to stick off the neck 3 inches. So that's how tall I'm going to make it. Now grab the MN free sewing tool. Select the bottom edge. And then hit Enter. Then click and drag across all of your internal lines. And this is why we joined all of them together. Hit Enter to complete the sewing. In the 3D window, freeze the collar just above the head. Then rotate this massive rectangle so it is perpendicular to the collar and positioned in about the center. Then strengthen this fabric. And let's change the particle distance to 5. Hit simulate and close your eyes because who knows what's going to happen here. It's a bit disheveled, but it's okay. Once we wrap it around the neck, it's going to sort itself out. So now let's move everything down in front of the avatar's neck and unfreeze the collar. We need to wrap this around the neck, but we can't use the fitting points, and for that reason we're going to make these 2 extra rectangles on either side of the collar, and then we'll freeze them. Segment sew them and put them toward the back of the neck here, and that's going to kind of convince the collar to wrap around the neck. And unfreeze the collar if you haven't done so already, and hit simulate and stop. And you can move them in a little bit further, hit simulate and stop, and now it's starting to wrap around the neck. So you can delete those rectangles now, and you can sew across the back. And let's hit simulate and see how this works. Okay, stop. If you have a garment under this, you're going to need to set your layers accordingly, and I put mine at layer 4 and 5 respectively because I have this clothing set at a different layer. Hit simulate now. And you can see the ruff is starting to come together. And I let mine sit for a while, like at least a minute or two. And it's going to sort of, work itself out. You might need to tug it this way or that way. Come around the back in the end and let's sew this last little section. And there you go. Congratulations. You're ready for a night out at the Globe Theater. Good luck making your ruff collar.